270야드 드라이버 랭킹 1위, 그 다음에 방향성에서 1위를 차지하게 되는데요. 거기에 대한 시크릿은 과연 어떻게 있는지 이번 시간에서 자세히 알아보도록 하겠습니다. Anika, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, for my first question,
Yes.
can you show us how you set up your proper swing and how you start your backswing?
Sure. Let me show you here. But
yes.
first of all, I think driving is very important. It's one of the most important shots in golf because if you think about it, it's the shot that starts every hole. So for me, it's all about putting, obviously the ball in the fairway. It's nice to be long, but you also want to have the accuracy. And to achieve both of that, there are a few things that I think you should think of. Obviously, the setup is very important.
Okay, yes.
As you can see, the driver is a little longer than other clubs. You want to make sure you have a little bit of wider stance. Ball position is more in the front, and I would always say inside the left heel if you're a right-hand player like I am. And when you sit up with a driver, I know the club is longer, so you want to make sure you have enough room to swing here. So you don't want to be too close, and you certainly want to be too far away. And also something to think about is you want to make sure that your arms are very relaxed. Just because you're going to hit it a long ways doesn't mean you have to grip it very hard and get a lot of tension in your arms and in your shoulders. So again, let your arms hang. That should be the right position. I get a little wider stance with the driver because the club is so long, and I really want to make sure that I get a big turn. If my stance is a little wider, it's a little easier. And the way I start my backswing is, let me first get my setup. But when I start my backswing, I always start with the club first. So you will see, obviously in the normal swing, I move a little faster than I'm going to do here. But I would start with the club head, and then after the club head comes my hands, and then my shoulders, and then my body, and then my hips. And the last thing that you will see me going back with are my legs. So I'm going to try and do a little bit in slow motion. But you take it back, clubs, hands, shoulders, hips, and then the body. And when you get to the top, you really want to make sure that you have made a good turn. It's not a matter how far the club has moved, it's more important how far the shoulders have turned. And that's really the key to hitting it a long ways, is that the whole body's working together. You get it to the top, and you totally wind up. And that's how you get the most power. And from there, you hit it.
Good shot.
Thank you. You want to try?
Yes. 영인. 예. 어드레스부터 한번 서보시고요. 네. 네, 치세요.
Very nice. And what's very good there is the finish, a very complete finish. So maybe just a little wider stance because the club is so long, just so you can really have a solid foundation in your setup. But other than that, tempo was very good. You wind it up very nicely, and then you accelerate through. Very good.
예. 스탠스를 약간만 더 넓히시고요. 네.
So a touch wider stance. You can do a little more if you like.
조금 더 하셔도 돼요, 스탠스.
There.
네.
Good. All right. Okay?
네, 나가세요. 네.
Are you ready? Very good. Yeah, it looks very solid. Nice.
Good shot.
I think it looks very good. I have no comment. Try more one time.
하나만 더 쳐주세요. 네.
Breathe in and then just kind of relax a little bit. But other than that, it looks very good. Right stance. Good setup. Nice. And a good finish. Are you happy?
I am.
I'm good.
Yes. Would you explain more about the beginner backswing? Some people, sometimes they make a slice. What is their problem?
Well, a slice, a lot of times is because they swing so much with their arms. The key to good driving is to use the whole body. You want to make sure that everything is working together, the hands, the arms, the shoulders, everything. But the longer the club is, people think they have to swing more with the arms. So the lower body stands still, they lift it up, and then they swing down with the arms. So the rotation is not there. And if you don't have the rotation, you're not going to get the distance. And when you don't have the rotation, you're not using the bigger muscles, which is the legs and the core and the back. They just swing with the arms. And what they do also, they start slicing, which is left to right. Now they stand more to the left. They slice more. They slice more. So they try to compensate it by aiming more left. And what happens is you will compensate more and more. So number one, to avoid a slice, make sure that you aim correctly and swing to the target and not swing left and then cut it.
What is the ideal ball and your body interval? Ideal interval.
The distance?
Yes.
Well, I always say you want to have the club kind of hanging loose and you want to have your arms just hanging from the shoulders. If you feel like you're reaching, then you're too far away. If you feel like your hands are too much down here and you have an angle, you see the angle from the hands here, then they're most likely too far down and you need to step away. You need it to be a nice extension of the club.
For the power driver, right? Like a spine bone, do we have to tilt to right side?
I recommend when you set up, you should have 50-50 on both legs. It's when you start taking your backswing, when you start rotation, is when you transfer your weight from the left side to the right side. That's really where you get the torque. When you get that turn, that's when you have a chance to generate some power, because from here, you can drive it down. If you start 50-50 and you just do with your arms, you still have 50-50 here, there's no power to shift. You have to remember, to get the speed is when you transfer the weight with everything together. But you can't generate speed with just your biceps or just your arms. It's everything working together and coming down to the ball together.
How about grip pressure to make a speed? Very relaxed.
Grip pressure is very important. You want to have a grip. First of all, you need to have a grip that's very comfortable. I see too many people with old grips. It gets very slippery, so make sure that you change it once in a while. But the grip is really your connection to the club, so it needs to be a good grip. You want to make sure that it's firm enough so that you have good control, but if it's too firm, you start seeing some veins, and then the pressure is too hard. A lot of people think, oh, I can't grip it too hard, so they grip it very loose. So when they swing to the top, let me show you, it's too loose, so then they drop it. And so when they swing down, what do they have to do? They have to grip. And when you grip, you're not going to be able to grip exactly the same spot every time, so the club comes in differently. So that's why, to answer your question about the grip pressure, a grip where you have control without being too hard.
Would you show one more your driver shot?
Yes.
Yes. Good shot.
Oh. Thank you. Okay.
Annika, usually the beginning point of a backswing, right? Some people doing very slow rhythm or just fast, which is good. Only you told me only shoulder turn is more important than any arm moving, right?
I think the
Sequence.
shoulder turn, when the shoulder is complete, that's when you should stop. I see so many people, they turn the shoulders and then they continue with the arms. So now you have broken the sequence. So when the shoulder is turned, which is this way, then stop with the arms and go from there. As far as tempo goes, and how quickly should you do a backswing, well, to me, tempo is everything. If you do very, very slowly, to me, it's hard to then all of a sudden accelerate.
I see.
But if you do too quickly, then not everything's gonna be able to join together.
I see.
So you have to find a medium where it's tempo. Just like anything, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there's rhythm. With rhythm comes good tempo. With good tempo comes club head speed. It all comes together.
Many amateur golfers want to know about from you your fingers grip. Could you explain to more detail your fingers grip?
Yeah, well,
So what,
again, the grip is very important. It's my connection to the club. And what we teach here at the academy is the 6-finger grip.
Yeah, 6-finger grip.
So obviously I have 5 fingers, but my 6th finger is this little cushion.
Yes.
So to have the right golf grip, you want to make sure that you don't have it too much in your fingers. You want it more in the hand, obviously not up here, but you want to be able to keep it under the cushion and with
cushion,
one. So you can
yes.
see I got these 3 fingers loose, but I'm holding it with that and my 6 fingers. So that's how you hold it in your left hand, and then you come with the right arm on. But it's very important. The left hand is very important.
Then would you try one more time, like the address and back position? They're gonna hit 2 more balls for
Yes.
each. Yes. 이제 스탠스의 폭을 조금 넓히기로 했습니다. 네, 그리고 그립에 잡는 힘은 너무 강하지 않게 6손가락으로 그립을 잡게 되고요. 한번 보시죠. 네.
Nice.
굿샷. 네.
One thing I would like to see is
Yeah.
her hands are very low. She gets a little bit of an angle. Can you lift up them a little bit?
너무 손을 눌러내리지 않기로 했죠. 야, 다시 한번 쳐보세요. 네. 현재 지적받은 상황은 전영인 선수가 손을 너무 내려잡게 되는데 이렇게 되면 몸의 자세가 너무 내려가게 되죠. 그래서 손목의 각도를 너무 인위적으로 하지 말고 자연스럽게 약간 들어 올리기로 했습니다. 한번 보시고 어떤 변화가 있는지 한번 보시겠습니다.
Okay, up with your hands. Oh, there.
예,
Okay, don't go down. You always go down up there. Keep it there. Perfect.
예, 지금 좋대요. Oh,
Nice.
much better. Yes. Even for trajectories, right?
That was very
예.
good.
자, 우리 또 프로 한번 나오세요. 네.
And what I like about, nowadays you tee it up so high because the way the sweet spot is on the clubs today are up here. So you want to sweep the ball off the tee, just what you're doing. You do never want to hit down, because if you hit down on a drive, it's going to just go straight up. You're sweeping it. And then also when you have such a long club, you're coming more of a sweeping motion and not down like you would on a wedge.
티 높이를 한번
So that's
조절해
very
주시고요. 네.
Okay.
What happened to right push slice?
Well, when you hit it to the right, it can be several things. In this particular case, the hips are ahead, and then the hands come. So really finding that tempo. I think you were just a little quick from the transition down.
I see.
So, one more.
예.
And also make sure that when you finish, that all your weight is on the left side.
이번 시간에 저희가 중점도 알아보는 것은 어드레스 자세하고요. 백스윙 초기 단계에서 문제점을 좀 보고 있습니다. 굿샷.
That was good.
예.
Good.
땡스 애니카.
Yeah.
어떠셨습니까? 지금 시간에 저희가 알아본 거는요. 어드레스 자세, 몸의 정렬, 파스처, 그다음에 볼과 몸의 간격, 볼의 위치, 그립 잡는 방법을 알아봤고요. 많은 아마추어 골퍼들이 백스윙 초기 동작에서 만들어내는 슬라이스의 문제점도 알아봤습니다.